What Lonzo thinks is a wide-ranging, free-flowing discussion where I offer my unsolicited views on everything from music, movies, politics, sports, religion, pop culture, you name it. If it's happening, I'm talking about it. My thoughts are unsolicited, nobody cares, and you ain't supposed to care. All right, and I got a special guest with me today, Mr. Derek James. Son, how you doing? What's the business?
I'm all right. How you feeling, man? Thank you for having me on. Thank you.
I'm good. Thank you so much. Derek, I guess you are a podcaster, and also you have a DJ, or a channel, radio station, or what's going on with you?
Well, right now I don't have the radio station anymore. I let it dissolve, for business purposes. But
Okay.
It was UGSB Radio.
Okay.
My radio show on there was called The Atmospheric Mood Swing,
Mm-hmm.
which and the radio station itself catered to independent artists because me being formerly an independent artist and a songwriter, I know what they need as far as to further your career in music and
Awesome.
entertainment and whatnot. So I still have my YouTube page, which is 3GLLC TV, spelled out, 3 spelled out as
Okay.
a word. And so I got a lot of my DJ mixes on there. So, and a couple of commercials and other stuff that I do. So just check it out. Yeah.
Awesome. So you heard it here first. Make sure you check them out, and whenever you get your station back up and running and everything, let us know so we can make sure we give a shout out to that as well for you. Okay.
Will do.
All right. So we're gonna get straight down to business. This is a new segment that I'm recording, where we're gonna just basically talk about the day in sports. Not any particular sport, just whatever's going on in the sports world. I'm a huge sports fanatic. I've been a sports fanatic as long as I've been able to understand what sports are. Sports junkie, you name it. I don't care what it is: baseball, football, basketball, tennis, hockey, highlight, golf. I don't give a damn what it is. If it's a sport, I'm with it.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask you something.
What?
I'm gonna stop to ask you something. What about NASCAR?
You name it. If it's a sport, I'll watch it. I watch NASCAR too. Yes, I do.
We on.
All right, no doubt. So what we're gonna do is just go over a few topics, and we'll share some opinions, our thoughts, and our concerns, and kind of just go from there. All right.
All right.
All right. First and foremost, obviously, the big news in the world of sports today. Aaron Rodgers has finally revealed to the world where he's gonna go. Everybody knew already that he's gonna go ahead and sign or okay a trade to the New York Jets. Now, first and foremost, man, in my opinion, Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, but he's also one of the most underachieving big-time quarterbacks ever. And I say underachieving because for someone of his talent level and who has played so consistently well on great teams or good teams throughout his career, dude got one Super Bowl to show for it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl and everything, so I'm not going to shit on the fact that he only has one Super Bowl. But at the same time, I think everybody's shaking like a leaf on a tree following this dude when, really, is he going to be the difference maker in New York? So what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm going to say this like this. Isn't this path he's taking a tad bit familiar?
Very familiar.
Like Brett Favre familiar?
Yeah, it happened in his own house, and he's doing it. He's repeating the same sins that Brett Favre repeated, right?
Right. It's almost like a tradition now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I can't deny what you said about those two big points. I ain't gonna lie. He's one of the most accurate, amazing throwers of the ball. I mean, it's almost like it's effortless. I mean, it's almost like he ain't even trying to throw the ball. He just slings it.
Yeah.
But I think his arrogance gets in his way.
That too. Yeah.
I think, and that's why he's only had one championship. But then, let me ask you this: if he would have made to as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady would have, who do you think would have won that bout?
Between him and Tom Brady?
Yeah. I believe that would have been some classic matchup. Well, I don't know. With the way Aaron Rodgers play, would it? You know, because it's to me, in my opinion, he don't show up at the moment.
And I agree. I agree. And that's evidenced by. Did you know that twice, not once, but twice, at home, Lambeau Field, in the dead of winter, minus 900 degrees Celsius, frigid Arctic temperatures, twice.
He's supposed to win that, right?
Exactly. At home, twice. Eli Manning and the Giants came in there and beat that ass and went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl both times.
It was Eli?
Yeah, twice. He didn't do it once. Eli did it twice. So,
I'm not an Eli fan.
I ain't either. But Eli did that. He went in there twice and
So wait a minute. I want to go back a little bit. Because didn't Michael Vick beat Green Bay? But that was Brett Favre.
yeah, that was Brett Favre. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought Mike had got him one.
Yeah.
But wow, I didn't know that. I
Hell.
didn't even pay that any attention.
Hell, a couple years ago, Jimmy Garoppolo went in there and beat him.
But you know, we beat him too. Well, the Falcons beat him.
Yeah.
You know, when he came down.
Matt Ryan did him in. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We'll see what happened with that. But
exactly. So it seems like, when it gets down to the nut cut and it's time to win, Aaron came up short more than he came through. And that's evidenced by the fact that.
Do it in New York.
So what?
I don't think he's going to do it in New York because they're not ready.
Now, see, I'm glad you brought that up. Because the Jets played really well last year, but they didn't have a quarterback. They had Zach Wilson and Mike White. And, I think Joe Flacco too, right? I think Joe Flacco was in the mix there too. So they really didn't have a quarterback, but they had a team that played lights out, but they just didn't have anybody pulling the trigger to get them over the hump. Now, is history going to repeat itself and they're going to be just as good next year? I don't think so.
Right. I think they're going to be in the mix, but then looking at the moves Buffalo made, they may be that. The NFC East may be interesting this year.
AFC East.
AFC East. I'm sorry.
That's right.
AFC East may be interesting this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because you got Josh Allen in Buffalo, you got Tua down there in Miami, and Miami is loading up. They are loading the hell up.
Yeah.
Okay. They got Tua. They got the Cheetah. They got Waddle. They just re-signed both their running backs. They got Jalen Ramsey coming in there. And they already had, what's his name, the other cornerback who was a shutdown corner. They're going to have 2 shutdown corners. They're going to have probably the fastest offense in the league. So that's the team to watch out for, in my opinion. As long as Tua can stay upright, and not get another concussion, I think.
Yeah, but they gotta go play in the cold, and I think that's gonna be.
No, see now if the Dolphins play well and get home field advantage, then you gotta go down there to the to South Beach, in January when it's hot,
When you say that, right, it don't never get cold in Miami.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: Where do you see the Jets being in the AFC? First, second.
I see the Jets finishing third. I do. I don't think they are going to surpass the Dolphins or the Bills. I'm picking the Dolphins to win the division.
So you don't give Aaron Rodgers a chance to beat Josh Allen?
I give him a chance. But I think what I think is going to happen is the Jets are going to regress this first year. They might be better the year after. But I think they're going to regress because they got used to playing with Aaron and all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be some growing pains. All right? So it's not going to be a situation where like when Tom Brady went to Tampa and immediately won the Super Bowl. It's not going to be that type of setup. Okay?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't expect that. That's a whole nother plateau right there to try to reach for right there.
Yeah.
It's evident as far as Tom Brady, it was more Tom Brady than it was Bill Belichick. So
yeah, absolutely. And that you got to also keep in mind that the year Tom Brady won in Tampa, that was during the pandemic. So that did have to figure in a little bit as well. So a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to kind of see what plays out in New York. You know, plus you got to realize also, man, that the AC is just loaded, man, with dope ass quarterbacks. You got Patrick Mahomes, all right. You got what's his name? I can say John Morant. You got what's his name? Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of heat. You got a lot of heat. You got obviously Lamar Jackson's coming back. You know, so wherever he winds up playing, Deshaun Watson. Don't forget about him.
I like the boy. Now I like that guy in LA, Herbert.
Yeah, Justin Herbert. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of heat. There's gonna be a lot of heat in the AFC this year. So I just don't see Aaron Rodgers overcoming all of that. I just don't see it happening. Not this year.
No,
maybe next year,
I know.
but not this coming year. No.
If he get past Cincinnati, and I think Cincinnati's going to regress because they done lost a lot of defensive players.
That is very true. That is very true.
Matter of fact, we got one of them. We got their safety.
Yep, Bates. We got Bates. We sure did. We meaning Atlanta. So it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be very interesting. But have you noticed who's been real quiet so far during free agency so far?
I was gonna say Dallas up until today.
Nah, somebody else is being real quiet.
Who?
What has Kansas City done? Have you heard anything about Kansas City signing anybody yet?
I don't think they. I feel like well, Philadelphia had neither.
Philadelphia's lost a lot of people. They've lost a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But the point I'm making is everybody's scrambling, bringing in new people and everything. Everybody except Kansas City. They re-signed. I think they re-signed Juju, and that was it. But they haven't brought any new talent in yet.
Let me ask you, would you? I mean, would you? I want to see how their offense is going to be without, what his name? Just went to Washington.
Who?
The offensive coordinator.
Oh, Bieniemy.
Yeah, I want to see how their offense is going to run then.
Hey man, as long as you got Patrick Patrick really need at this point? Does Patrick need an offense coordinator? Come on. Patrick don't need it.
But with him running the offense and designing it like that, yeah, I want to see him in a new offense.
I mean, well, it's not going to be a new offense because Andy's there. So the offense is not going to change. Now, and I think they brought back Matt Nagy because Matt Nagy was the offensive coordinator before Bieniemy. Okay, Matt Nagy is one. He was what's the name? Patrick Mahomes' first offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So you're bringing in the same terminology, somebody who knows the offense, so on and so forth. All you're basically doing is rebooting. I mean, so the reason why I bring this up about Kansas City is the fact that they're not making any moves. Something's going to happen. They're going to bring somebody in, and it's going to be a hell of a splash. Now, watch out for this.
Watching my show first things first. Guess who they say may end up being their running back?
Who that?
Zeke.
No, hell no. Zeke is washed.
You don't think so?
Hell no. I would know. Zeke is washed. No, absolutely not. They got Pacheco and they got what's his name, Moore. They don't need Zeke. They don't need Zeke. No, I would not sign Zeke. Any team, I would not sign Zeke. He ain't gonna do nothing.
I can see him being signed late in the season.
I wouldn't bring him in at all, man. He washed. Dude is washed. Okay? When the last time you saw Zeke break a run over 15 yards?
But you know what? It's funny because all of those running backs, once they get the money, it seems like they washed.
Yeah, exactly. Zeke got paid and said, fuck it. Zeke is washed. Okay?
And I hate that, man. I'm a Buckeye. Okay, I shouldn't say that out loud.
Especially not in Georgia.
Being here in Georgia, do you know the looks I get? Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine the looks you got back on January 1st.
Yeah, we had y'all scared though. Well, that's another conversation.
Yeah. I wasn't
Yeah,
scared.
I'm scared for a minute.
I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared at all. I knew it was up.
Oh man, yeah, okay.
Stetson Bennett sold his soul to the devil, man. No way he was gonna lose, man. No way. That's a different conversation. That's a whole different conversation. I won't say that for the next show. But I got some thoughts about Satan and Stetson Bennett. So some stuff happened, and I know exactly when it happened. I can tell you when it happened. But yeah, Stetson Bennett put his soul on the chopping block and sold it, and he sold it to and he's reaping the rewards of that. Anyways, but yeah, when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs, look out for this. Now keep in mind Austin Eckler, all right, who led the league in touchdowns, I think, rushing touchdowns. The Chargers gave him permission to seek a trade. Now, whether or not the Chargers would trade him to an in-division rival, I doubt it. But the move to watch out for, I think, is going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if we see DeAndre Hopkins in Kansas City. That's what I'm looking out for. We heard nothing about it. I think the Chiefs are going to sneak up and they're going to put a package together. They're going to get DeAndre Hopkins.
I can't lie. If that happens, that might be a repeat.
Hell yeah! Can you imagine D-Hop, Kelsey, Pacheco, Juju? That's a nice and Pat Mahomes.
Well, let me ask you this: how many more years do you think DeAndre got? Cause he been hurt a lot lately. He was another Julio to me. Once Julio started getting hurt.
Yeah, but he's much young. He's much younger than Julio. I think D Hop got another 2-3 years in him. He got enough to get a Super Bowl. Yeah, he got enough to get a ring. Absolutely. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. All right, moving along to our next topic. A topic near and dear to my heart: Justin Fields. Anybody who knows me, who follows me, you know I'm a huge Justin Fields fan. That's right, Buckeye. Yeah, he was a Buckeye, but he was a Bulldog first. Either way, I'm a huge Justin Fields fan, and clearly Chicago is going to build around him. Thank God. I know for a minute there, they were everybody was saying that Chicago should trade Justin and reboot the franchise.
I didn't believe that.
I didn't either, because that just would have been the craziest thing ever. Because Justin showed last year that he got the goods. Now all he needs is A, he needs some blocking, and B, he needed some receivers. They got him a receiver with DJ Moore. They got him that. And they're working on putting a line together for him as well. So.
Well, I felt like they just didn't have the effort behind it.
No, they didn't.
As far as the Bears, I didn't see the effort.
Yeah, they didn't have no talent. It was just him and a bunch of scrubs. So. Yeah. So he spent every Sunday running for his damn life.
Well, let me ask you this: how do you feel about DJ Moore?
I like DJ Moore. He's definitely a number one caliber receiver. But keep in mind, DJ didn't have shit in Carolina throwing to him. He had what? Sam Darnold and what's his name? Baker Mayfield.
Was it Cam that 1 year with him?
Yeah, Cam was there, but Cam was washed up by that time. So. So DJ really haven't had anybody there. He had PJ Walker. He really didn't have nobody. You know, he didn't have a top level quarterback. Now the thing is with Justin, obviously with Justin being so mobile, okay, having somebody like DJ, I can see them trying to replicate what Jalen Hurts did, okay, and build around him just like they built around Jalen Hurts. All right, and having a DJ Moore type, he can be just like an AJ Brown. You know.
I would have said Devontae.
Devontae, really?
Because AJ is a whole other animal. AJ huge, man. You that's like DeAndre Hopkins 2.0.
Yeah.
Or I would say Julio.
Yeah.
He more
DK Metcalf. Like DK Metcalf.
Yeah. I'm so disappointed in him.
Hey, he had a decent season, man. Hey, Gino came through, man. Gino came through. So, you know.
Gino just got a check too.
Oh, did he? That's right. He sure did. Yeah, he did get the bag. So
Yeah, he just got a check.
yeah, yeah.
And it's just dude. I like Gino when he was in college.
Hmm.
He just never went to the right team.
Well, he played for the Jets. You know, he was at the Jets for
Yeah.
a minute. You know, then I think he went. Where did he go after that? After the Jets, didn't he go to New York? Yeah, he went to New York. He went to the Giants. Played for the Jets. Then the Giants. Then he went to the Seahawks. Played behind Russ. So he fresh. You know, he ain't played much. So yeah, he's in his 30s or whatever. But you know, he's a young 30. You know.
He got a couple more the length of that contract.
Yeah, because it's signed to a 3-year deal. So yeah, they got so they can take their time. You know, maybe draft a young quarterback to kind of sit behind them for a few years and get 3 or 4 years out of Geno while they kind of reboot the franchise, man. So I think that's a good move there. But my prediction, I think we're going to see a turnaround in the Chicago Bears. They're not going to go to the Super Bowl, nothing like that. But I do predict that the Chicago Bears will win the division.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers is gone. So what? Huh?
We don't really see who could beat him.
I mean, Detroit really improved a lot over the year.
Yeah.
So Detroit is going to be hot. Minnesota is going to regress because they were fugazi anyway. So I think Minnesota is going to regress. It's going to be between Detroit and Chicago. And I think they're going to put just enough around Justin, and Justin is going to break out and have a big ass year, like an MVP caliber year. So what?
But I think the North is going to be the weaker of the 4 divisions.
Yes. Nobody's going to win. Nobody's going to come out of the North and challenge for the Super Bowl, but somebody's got to win the division. You know. So I'm talking about maybe win the division like with a 10-7 record or you know a 9-8 record. You know.
They gonna beat up on each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they call it the black and blue division. They're gonna beat each other to sleep.
Yeah. Gonna beat each other to sleep, man.
Yeah. So that's my prediction. I'm predicting that Justin Fields has a big year, and Chicago is gonna have a big draft. They're gonna make the right choices. So what?
I don't see him being having a Jalen Hurts type year though.
No, not a Jalen Hurts. No, not a Jalen Hurts type year. But I think he's gonna have an MVP caliber year because when I say MVP caliber year, because of the turnaround they're gonna have. They're gonna go because they only won 3 games last year. I think they're gonna win anywhere from 9 to 10 games this year. That's an MVP level turnaround to go from 3 to 9 or 10 wins and a division championship. So that's why I say MVP caliber.
At a minimum of most improved.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'm not looking. I don't see MVP yet. I'll give him another year.
Now I'm not gonna say he's gonna win it, but he's gonna be in the conversation.
For a while.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
When it gets to the end of the year, I can see him maybe 4, 5, 6 name call.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be an interesting year.
Yeah, absolutely, and it really kind of just depends when it comes to Justin. You know exactly how they revamp that offense around his skill set. You know.
How you feel about Chicago's defense?
Because the defense is trash, man. They got to start from scratch on that. The defense is
okay. And that's
trash.
That's my only hindrance.
Yeah.
With the whole team, he gonna have to outplay everybody.
Right. So hopefully they draft Jalen Carter with the first pick, and I'll go ahead and just start building from that defensive line on out, man. Put him in the middle and just see what they can do with that. That's what I would do if I was them. And I think the fact that Jalen Carter had what went on with him, he's gonna fall down in the draft a little bit because he was projected to go 3 or 4. Now Chicago moved back to 9. I think Jalen Carter will be available at 9. So that's what I would do. Bring in some free agent offensive linemen because Orlando Brown is out there. Throw some money at Orlando Brown. Bring him in to be your left tackle. Go ahead and draft Jalen Carter, put him in the middle of your defense, and build around him on your defensive line. And once again, draft several offensive linemen in the draft as well. And and maybe try to get one more wide receiver as well. So they're on the right track. They're on the right track. But I do see Chicago making a turnaround. Like I said, 9 or 10 victories, and I think they will actually win the NFC Central. All right, moving right along. All right, we're gonna shift gears a little bit. We're gonna talk a little bit about the next big story in the news today. John Morant. He got suspended for 8 games by the NBA for conduct detrimental to the NBA. All right. Now, everybody out there listening, of course, we know what's been going on with Ja. This dude just done flipped out and started doing all kind of crazy shit, pulling guns and making it rain and all this kind of stuff, hanging out with, bringing his boys along and all that kind of stuff. And they out there with lasers and pointing guns at people and just doing all kind of crazy shit. So, what are your thoughts on this whole Ja Morant thing, man?
Well, I'm going to just say it like this. Sometimes you just can't. What's the phrase Dave Chappelle said?
What?
And y'all shouldn't have never gave them any money.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
But the one thing I am glad in this situation, I'm gonna say this first, is the NBA got the suspension right.
Yeah.
They got the suspension right because the 6 games he's already missed. That counted towards the suspension.
Okay, now, I'm going to disagree with you on that one. Go ahead, but I'm going to disagree with you on that one. Go ahead.
You disagree?
Yeah, I disagree, but go ahead. I'm going to let you go ahead and finish what you're saying.
The only reason I say that is because most times I do believe in second chances. Sometimes I don't, depending on what you're doing. Some things are easier to forgive than others. I'm glad it happened now instead of happening later on. But at the same time, you knew what you were doing. The chances you take. I think the youth don't get it. And when I say youth, I'm talking about somebody his age and younger. The detriment of what social media and the internet can do to you.
Yep.
So when you're fresh and you're young and you got the world at your feet, you feel untouchable. And you are untouchable up until a point. So, but that doesn't mean you can't fall. I can't even say disappointment would be the wrong word to use in this situation. Because we've seen this before. Once Gilbert Arenas got in that situation, we really never seen him again.
Yeah, but keep in mind now, the whole Gilbert Arenas thing, man, social media wasn't what it was. What is, back then, social media wasn't as prevalent as it is now.
Yeah.
But look
at the damage it did.
Yeah.
I mean, we never seen Gilbert with the gun.
No, exactly. That's the point.
With the gun.
That's the point. Exactly. Even though we know it happened, the shit wasn't on Instagram like it is now. So it's a different impact.
Like, I seen a picture of when he was in the strip club.
I saw it too. Yeah. It's all over the place, man.
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Me being on the other end of a situation like that, I don't know if I'm gonna, do all of that, even if I could. I think we all are a little. The older we are, the wiser we are.
But you've probably heard this term before, man. All right, you've heard this term before, and I think it rings true. All right. Money makes you more of what you already are. Okay.
True.
All right. Money's not gonna change you. It makes you more of what you already are. All right. Keep that in mind. So all we're saying from John Morant, he's always been that, but now he's that with money.
I don't know what.
He didn't wake up one night and say, okay, I'm gonna be an asshole and start doing stupid stuff. He's always had that in him. Money brought it out. Money makes you more of what you already are. If you're an asshole, if you're a broke asshole, nobody give a damn. But if you're a broke asshole with money, you really gonna be an asshole. You know, look at Donald Trump. Perfect example. If Donald Trump is broke and he work at Mickey D's, who give a damn? But you give that dude $1 billion. You see what the result is?
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny you say that about being an asshole because I've been called one. I get called one all the time because I just speak my mind and I do what I want to do. And I'm nowhere near a millionaire or a thousandaire for that. You know, but my comeback to that is, watch this. All the greats are assholes.
Yeah, but think about it, man. Think about it. Think about it from your perspective, man. Think about it from your perspective. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you a generous person?
Yeah.
Okay. So think about it. Okay. If you're a generous person, you get a bunch of money. You get all the money in the world. Okay. You gonna be super generous with your money. You're not gonna stop being generous. Okay. When you're broke and generous, that's one thing. When you're broke and generous, you're probably giving your time. But when you're rich and generous, you're giving your money.
Well, I mean, let me ask you this. I mean, of course, I got rules to being generous now that I'm older.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in my 40s, so I got rules to how generous I can be.
But the point is, man, if you won the lottery tomorrow and won $500 million in the lottery tomorrow, chances are very, very good that you're gonna be generous to the people in your life that matter.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say, and I and you said it exactly how it needed to be said. Yeah, to the people that matter, right? Yeah. But let me ask you this: with job, you know, because you hearing the stories, it's like you've always heard that phrase of you can't take everybody with you.
Right.
So in his situation, what would you do with your homeboys at that age, at that moment? You know.
Okay. All right, but check this out, man. The blueprint is there. Okay, the blueprint is there, and that blueprint is LeBron James. LeBron, he took his boys with him, but he gave his boys responsibilities. Yeah, he had a plan. He had a business plan. He stuck to it. He put his boys through college. He made sure you boys, you guys are coming with me. You ain't doing no dumb shit to stay with me. Right. You going to college, you're going to start your own businesses. I'm going to be there to help you. Because look at Rich Paul and Maverick Carter and those guys. Yeah. Okay? They're moguls now on their own. Okay? But LeBron gave them that access. Okay? So instead of going out and buying his boys cars and houses and bringing in bitches and hoes and that kind of stuff, he said, no, I'm going to educate your mind. I'm going to put you through college. Okay? I'm going to make you earn your money.
That was a brilliant move.
Yeah. Yeah. Shaq did the same thing. Kobe did the same thing. They brought their boys along. Shaq brought his boys along. All this kind of stuff. He gave everybody a specific job and responsibility. And if you didn't meet that job and responsibility, you can't keep rolling with me. That's how you take care of when you're generous and you come into a bunch of money. That's the blueprint. So yeah, theoretically, you can bring everybody with you as long as they got the goods to contribute and bring value to what you do. Now the question is, with John Morant, does his boys have any value? Now, based on what we see right now, they don't have no value. All they're doing is cashing checks. That's where it looks. I might be wrong. I don't know his boys or whatever, or his crew. But it looks like the crew that he rolled with are Jalen Rose said it best. Yeah, you might remember Jalen Rose said this. Okay, when you get money, people gonna do 4 things to you or 3 things. They're gonna add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Okay. Yeah. And he's absolutely right. They're going to add to what you got. They're going to subtract from what you got. Okay? They're going to multiply what you got, or they're going to be a division for you.
Well, I mean, he got put into the position where he's the man now. Think about that situation with his mom.
I mean,
before these checks, he probably wouldn't even been able to defend her like that.
I mean,
But
so
he can now, although it was just as crazy to how that is because with that type of power and money comes this rule of entitlement.
yeah, and it
You
should.
know, and
It should.
you still gotta be rational and logic no matter what you get in your life. At all times, especially being black. You gotta be rational and logic at all times.
Yeah, because and that's a good point. Because when you black and come to a bunch of money, you have a more responsibility. Not only do you have responsibility to your family, you got a responsibility to your community.
And you're a target now.
Yes, and your target. Now you don't hear about white folks. You don't hear about white athletes. You're not gonna hear about Joe Burrow getting a bag and having to put his boys through college and bring his boys from the hood and all this kind of stuff. You don't hear about that. Trevor Lawrence had to do that.
Right.
You know.
And they probably, and this is not in defense of white people at all, but they probably follow a lot of that blueprint that we talked about with LeBron.
Yeah, but see the thing, but for one, the shit ain't in the street. Right. I'm sure Joe Burrow got got a bunch of friends that he maybe put loot in their pocket or whatever, but you're not gonna hear about it. You definitely ain't gonna see them rolling like that. You ain't gonna see Trevor Lawrence and his boys, rolling 8 deep.
Well, not in, and if they did, everybody's legit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm rolling 8 deep, but this dude, he's in Harvard. This dude over here, he's at Stanford. This dude over here is running, his family's grocery store. This dude is doing this. This dude's an attorney. This dude is in medical school. You know what I'm saying? But you don't hear that, when you got that black entourage. You know what I mean? So therein lies the difference. It's just a different set of responsibilities when you black and got money versus being white and got money. We all know that, because what?
That comes from right. That comes from the systemic side of, and I know I shouldn't have said that, but that just comes from where we still haven't learned how to take care of each other.
No, we haven't.
Never really seen it done.
It's that crab mentality, man. It's that crab mentality.
Yeah. Well, I don't even want to say some of it is crap. Mm-hmm. I want to say some people just ain't got the drive to want to be something.
Now, I beg to differ a little bit with that. I think everybody's got a certain drive, but the thing is, they might not have the resources and the facilities to bring that drive out of them and for it to manifest itself into something tangible. And that goes for white or black people. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter what color you are. I mean, if
Well,
so what?
I say that because just studying other cultures of how they stick together more than we do, that was my angle for saying that. Mm-hmm. And that's the question I asked about Jobs' homeboys. How many of them are actually doing something with themselves? Because we don't know nothing about none of them.
Right. We can only go by perception, and perception is reality. Right now, it don't look good. That looks like they are enabling him, and he is enabling them. Okay,
well,
huge difference.
I hope he gets it right. Because I'm a gun owner. I'm licensed to have it. I've always been licensed to have it, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. Being on the right side of things gives you a different mindset about it. Because having a license, for one, I can sit up here and scream self-defense like they can. But two, it gives you a different mindset when you carry it, because you really don't want people to know you got it. That's the thing that got me with John Morant. Even if I did have a gun, you shouldn't know. You shouldn't know I got it. Why would I want you to know that?
If you John Morant, you don't need a gun. But the folks around you need to have a gun. You're gonna have security, so on and so forth. You have a certified security officer with you. You know what I'm saying? Off-duty police and all that kind of stuff. That's what you're gonna do. There's no need for John Morant ever own a gun in his life. There's no need for it. Cause now you have the facilities to put people around you to protect you, to build that cocoon around you. There should never be a situation in John Morant's life where he's gonna need to pull a gun and defend himself.
And if he was smart, he would have got his guys to have everybody would have been legit.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you're thinking like a businessman, you would have had them create their own security firm where you can officially pay them to do it.
There you go. There you go. Trained security, not just somebody with a gun. Trained.
Right.
and that brings me.
Especially with a laser, man. Come on.
Yeah, come on. That's just some nonsense, man. That's some nonsense.
Yeah, come on. We know you got one, man. Put it down. Look, this is security. This ain't no threat. These are just people trying to tell you to get out their building.
Exactly.
All you gotta do is get out the building.
Yep.
See, sometimes I think even in that situation, we make things worse than what it is.
Yeah.
You know, like even with the situation with the mama in Foot Locker, it wasn't no logical way to calmly dispute that, and that comes with the entitlement. You just feel like you're always right. It's not like that.
Yeah, well, when everybody's saying yes to you, it's hard to kind of peel yourself back and like, yeah, maybe I need to reboot and do something a little different. That's why, and that brings me back to the main idea of this conversation, man. When it comes to John Morant, him taking a step back and putting himself in the council and everything, that's a good step. But I was gonna say this earlier, man. I think the NBA got it wrong. If I'm Adam Silver, I'm suspending him for the rest of the year.
Wow.
I'm gonna send a clear message because he's suspended without pay. I'm gonna send a clear message not only to him but to everybody around him. See how quickly this shit can go away if you fuck up.
Well, it did. He lost the power. He did.
See, what I'm saying is, man. What I'm saying is, in this circumstance, because he's not gonna lose his career. But in this circumstance, I would have taken everything away from him, as much as I possibly could take away from him right now, and we'll see you again in October when the season starts up again. And I want you to sit back and watch the playoffs and everything, because your team was good enough to win the championship. And I want you to see what your actions did, not only to yourself, to your teammates, and to the city of Memphis. Okay? I want you to see all of that. Now, you've been able to come back in 8 games or whatever and play again. Okay, yeah, you got a message, you got a mini message, but you need a mega message. Now think about it, man. If you're John Morant, having to sit back, okay, over the next 3 or 4 months, watching all this stuff play out, all right, and watch your team get bounced in the first round of the playoffs or whatever. When your team was good enough to win the whole fucking thing. And the only reason why they didn't win it, because of you. And your bad decision making. Now, what kind of message that gonna send? How motivated you think he's gonna be come October when the season start up again? He gonna come out there with a fucking vengeance. Okay?
Yeah.
But that's gonna give him the time to clean house and only put the folks around him who are bringing value to his life. Okay.
Like, I don't think his dad need to be with him everywhere he goes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Only have folks in your circle, man, that are pushing you forward, not dragging you down. Right. There ain't no effing reason why, if you got that kind of money, that you got to go to a strip club. You want strippers? Put a pole in your house, have them come to your house. Don't expose yourself like that.
Do you think with the climate that's in Memphis, do you think a lot of that?
And that's another thing, man. I'm glad you brought that up. Move the fuck out of Memphis. Only stay in Memphis during the season. Move your ass to Martha's Vineyard or some other place.
If you wanted to, yeah.
Okay, because you can fly into Memphis whenever you want and fly, but do not put your roots down in Memphis, man. Everybody know Memphis is gangsta as fuck.
Right.
Okay, that is not a place for a 20-some-odd-year-old black man with money. It ain't. Move your ass to fucking Star Island. Okay? All right? Move to Beverly Hills, where seeing a millionaire every day is commonplace.
Wow.
Put yourself in a situation where you're surrounded by 1,000 other millionaires. Okay? Take your ass to Star Island.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I know if that happened to me, if I woke up tomorrow with $500 million, I ain't staying in Fairburn. Why I'm staying in Fairburn? What? Why?
Okay.
I'm gonna surround myself with folks who got the same shit I got.
If I woke up like that, being that my business is established in Macon, I probably would still keep it home based here.
Yeah, keep a house in Macon. So, fly in once every 3 months. Stay there for a week. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying abandon it. What I'm saying is put yourself in a situation where everybody around you is doing the same shit you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. That's how you continue to grow.
Yeah.
But you hanging out in fucking Memphis and making it rain every weekend. You know what I'm saying? That you're doing the same shit you was doing when you was broke, but now it's more expanded because you got money. But you're not changing your circumstances. You're not putting yourself in.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I would do. And there's
no growth.
No, it's not. It's not. You're not you're expanding horizontally, but you're not vertical.
But I think like just go back to the LeBron story. He's been with that same one woman since the beginning.
Yep.
So he already came into the game.
And the same boys.
Right. So he already came into the game with the right foundation of being grounded.
Yeah.
You know, with a woman like that, why would I need to go to the strip club?
Exactly.
But I don't think Ja in that type of position. And I don't know, because now you question his upbringing to a degree, because he's acting like he ain't never had nothing before.
Well, clearly he hasn't.
Right.
He hasn't. But neither did LeBron. But one of the differences with LeBron and everything, man, LeBron's a fucking genius. That dude is highly intelligent.
Yeah.
So you can tell, obviously, LeBron James is an excellent decision maker. Excellent. And
yeah.
LeBron James strikes me as a person who listens. Okay, he puts people around him who are smarter than him, and he listens, and he makes educated decisions, huh?
That's how you come up. If you got people around you that think like you, move like you, y'all are going to do some great things together. Yeah.
Exactly. Same thing with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, as soon as he got out of college, he surrounded himself with hard hitters. He would surround himself with everybody around him was upperly mobile. You know what I mean? Who always looked at the next thing.
Right.
You know.
He thinks like people like Michael Jordan and even I would say you, me, and just certain people in life. It's just like playing pool or playing billiards. Mm-hmm. It ain't the shot you're taking, it's the next shot.
Yep. You're always setting up the next shot. There you go.
But think about the next shot.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And that, wow. I gotta go back to this because I'm pro black to death. Is if we all thought like that, imagine where we would be.
Exactly. You know, but the blueprint is there. We've seen the blueprint. Okay.
Yep.
But the path of least resistance is always, the preferred path. It's easy. Huh?
Until you're shown different.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Just think about the community as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
If all you know is that way of going, you can tell somebody to stop selling drugs all you want.
Yeah.
But what you gonna replace that with?
Exactly.
And if nobody's never been shown anything different, I ask a lot of people all the time, would you go to a black ballet? And a lot of people are kind of dumbfounded by it because they've never been introduced to it. But what they don't realize is the number one dancer in the world in ballet is a black woman.
Good idea. I mean, good point. Good point. Good point.
So, if you've never been, like Bubba Wallace, he's in NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
They really expect him to have that Tiger Woods effect to NASCAR, but it's not like it because that's a lot of people don't understand the sport.
I mean, with golf, with golf, it's more all about you. Where obviously with stock car racing, is that team. You got it's too many variables in place when it comes to to racing versus golf. You need your golf club, and you out there by yourself doing it. So what?
I mean, he drives for Michael Jordan's team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I get the dynamics of what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
As far as that, but that's a whole nother animal. I mean, just when you, like I said, when you've never been introduced to anything else, what do you know to do? And think about job. Back to that with the whole Instagram situation. When that's all you know to do with yourself, what are you gonna do? I mean, cause think about it. The only thing you see on Instagram a lot of times is everything he done done.
Yep, all the negative stuff.
Guns, the strip club,
yep,
showing off. I can only imagine what our life would be if we had that type of access to that type of stuff. But the only thing we had, the closest thing to that was what? The Source magazine, Vibe magazine, BT. So we didn't, but the thing about that was we got a chance outside was our social media. Going outside was our social media.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but folks in China weren't seeing that though.
Right, and see that's the thing. This new generation, they don't go outside, and social media is the outside. So if you did have a gun, you was outside with it.
Yeah.
You snuck it out the house, showed your friends, and snuck it back in the house before you got in trouble.
Yep.
Now, with you putting it on Instagram, you got 70 million people that just seen you do that. And somebody gonna tell them. The thing about it is with that, you don't know who told on you.
I mean, and that's a good point, man, because, like for example, nowadays, if you're trying to get a good job and that kind of stuff, they're gonna look at your social media, see what you're all about.
Yeah.
If you got some stupid shit on your social media, it's a wrap. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I'll never forget that, man. When I was at Fox 24, I already got the social media page, the Facebook page that me and you connected with, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you type my name in, it's another one that pops up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I had that Fox 24 had access to.
Mm-hmm.
I created a whole nother page so they wouldn't see the stupid stuff I was doing prior to get hired at Fox 24.
Exactly. I
created a whole nother page that they was on. So I get it. But then you gotta think about it. We was raised like that.
Yep.
We were raised or taught to be, Morant's dad, I don't care how much money Ja had, he still should have been in his ear, or one of his boys should have been in his ear and be like, hey dog, don't do that. Don't do that.
And once again, that brings me back to my point, man. A bigger lesson gets learned if they took the whole season away from him. Hopefully this 8-game suspension or whatever is going to enlighten him. Maybe he'll come back and they'll make a deep run in the playoffs and that kind of stuff. And he'll be like, hey, I almost fucked this up.
That's why they're bringing it back.
Yeah, that's why. I know. But me, if I'm Adam Silver, I'm sitting Ja down and I'm explaining to him, Ja, I'm taking the whole season away from you, and this is why. I want you to see this. I want this to hit home with you, Ja. because you're the future of this damn league. And you have the capacity to be the face of the whole effing NBA. When LeBron is gone, this can be yours.
I think he lost that.
I think the opportunity is still there.
I think he lost that momentum.
And no, I think the opportunity is still there, and I think he can really capitalize on it if he makes good decisions going forward. Because he can use this as a cautionary tale. Be like, look what I almost did. Now look where I'm at now. Okay? Because you remember, like, for example, with Kobe. When Kobe had the whole rape thing going on. That shit could have went one or two ways. All right? But nobody ever talk about Kobe and the rape anymore. They never talk, oh, God bless his soul. But nobody talked about that because what he did after the rape allegations, okay, defined him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can take a negative and turn it into a positive, always.
Of course.
You know? And see, the thing is, nobody got hurt, nobody got shot. All Ja did was Ja did something really stupid. Thankfully, nothing tragic happened. So he can come back from that. He can be like, hey, y'all, look at what I almost did. Now, 5 years later, after LeBron is gone, I'm running this fucking league. I done brought 2 rings, to Memphis. I signed a $500 million contract.
You think he gonna win one in Memphis?
I mean, the opportunity is there because they got a hell of a team. The opportunity is definitely there, man. I think they have what it takes, man, to get at least one, if they do the right things. But like I said, man, you gotta take this year away from them. That's like I said. That's what I would have done. And Adam Silver, if you're out there listening, that's what you should have done. Adam Silver, you fucked up on this one. That's what I would have done. Like I said, as a parent, you know what I'm saying. When my kids mess up or whatever, I show them, whatever. I show them the consequences of your actions. And I want you to see. I want you to see the impact of whatever stupid thing you did. What the fallout is, what the collateral damage is to what you did. Now think about it. Once again, you Ja Morant, the collateral damage of your dumb decision affected a lot of people, not just yourself. You let your teammates down. You let a whole fucking city down. You let a state down. You let a region down by doing that dumb shit. All right. You know what? Our time is up. And I think that's a good place to kind of cut it off.
Hey, that's good, man. Look, I appreciate you having me on the show, man.
Absolutely, man.
If I can, I'll be back next Wednesday.
And I look forward to doing more shows with you, man. I think we got a good opportunity, man, to put something together here, man. That's really gonna that my listeners and my followers are gonna enjoy. So let's make sure we do it again real soon. Now, if you're out there listening, chime in. Let us know what you think about everything we talked about, especially the whole Ja Morant situation, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields, football, sports, everything. Just chime in, comment below, and kind of let us know what's going on and everything. Make sure you hit me up, whatlonzothinks@gmail.com at any time. Once again, to my listeners and to my followers, I appreciate you guys for supporting me. I'm back and better than ever. This is going to be a weekly show as far as this particular topic where, hopefully me and Derek can just hook up, just talk about what's going on in the world of sports and just kind of, who knows where the conversation might go. So once again, Derek, man, I want to thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, thank you.
Not a problem at all. And my listeners, once again, just chime in and let me know what you think because you just heard what Lonzo thinks.